Metacognition and learning. In this podcast, we will discuss metacognition, strategies behind metacognition, and ways to implement it in self-learning. So what is metacognition? Metacognition is the awareness and understanding of one's own thought process. This is a procedure in which we try to understand how we ourselves learn best. To put it in simpler terms, it is the awareness of one's own knowledge, knowing what he or she does or doesn't know. By being aware of what's going on in your head, you have the ability to maximize your learning and understanding. Metacognition can be broken up into two words. The root word meta, meaning beyond, and cognition, meaning what people know and think. Metacognition can be split up into three types: declarative, procedural, and conditional knowledge. Declarative knowledge is knowing what's best for you. Procedural knowledge is being aware of the strategy of metacognition, while conditional knowledge is knowing how, why, and when to apply metacognition. Therefore, to put metacognition in its easiest form, it is thinking about thinking.
When looking at metacognition in a strategy format, there is many different techniques that could be taken into consideration. Due to many people learn in different environments and use different methods. There is two levels of which metacognition occurs as to where your knowledge is when you're doing a task and how well you are using the cognitive processes in practice. We can see the student using declarative, conditional and mainly procedural knowledge in his practical work. The student is more focused and confident in a quiet, practical environment. The second level of metacognition is self-assessment or self-regulation. This includes planning the process, monitoring your progress or downfalls, and then finally evaluating your work. This is to complete your cognitive goal. This could be as simple as changing your method of learning to suit your intake of information or using a rubric to evaluate and monitoring of your progress and add notes to ask whether this is the most suitable method for you to learn.
How do you improve your own metacognition? Metacognition can be improved by creating a study plan. This helps eliminate confusion, makes you feel organised and in command with a proper plan. Set targets help with motivation. Prioritising is vital to ensure the adequate amount of study is placed on all subjects. Work does not get the chance to pile up, and studying at regular hours increases concentration. Time for recreation and sports can be then fit in with a schedule. Another way of improving metacognition is monitoring your comprehension. You should be able to understand and monitor your own understanding throughout a topic and make adjustments as needed. You should also be able to apply your cognitive knowledge to your own work. Lastly, evaluation is key. After the task is being completed, learners need to look at their own work and evaluate learning processes and ways to improve. This can be done by using rubrics and checklists.
So to recap, metacognition is thinking about thinking or learning about learning. We ourselves must have the ability to maximize our own learning and understanding. So there are three types: declarative, procedural and conditional knowledge. If you can understand and wisely use these concepts in order to gain maximum potential in your learning, then you will succeed. Finding ways to improve your own metacognition is vital. It can always be improved no matter what. All you have to do is make a plan, set targets and time accordingly. But remember, it's not just by reading books all day you can learn. Whether it be practical learning or just plain old reading and learning, always find the best and the easiest way for you to learn. Everyone has their own very special method of learning, so go find it. And when learning, ask yourself these simple questions to help you in that current task and also in the future. So, thanks for watching. This podcast was brought to you by William Hurley, Sean Higgins, Rory O'Donoghue and Darren Chaplin.